We move on now to our instruction feature, and we'd like to talk about body position, hold, forward and backward action and sideways action. Now, in order to dance well, the posture of the body is absolutely vital. This must be good. First of all, we feel that we take a deep breath to lengthen the body to its natural dancing height. We put the shoulders down, breathe out, keeping the tone that we have in the centre of the body, making sure that we do not lift the chest too high at this moment. The bodies then come together in the centre, and you'll notice that the lady is producing two curves in the body, one slightly stretching to her left and one slightly backward. It's this blending, this skillful blending of the two curves by the expert that makes the light suspension of torso that is so enjoyable to dance. If one curve by itself is produced, this is no good, as it makes the body heavy. So we need two curves, and they must be blended to the right amount. The man also must produce a positive body line for the lady to dance with, and he should have enough tone in his centre of the body, in the abdomen area and his back, and also in the arms, in order to maintain the framework for the lady. As you can see, the lady is positioned on the man's right side and not exactly in front of him. So in a general sense, we feel right to right. And the man's right foot is positioned in basic position between the lady's feet. The hold itself should be wide but not pulled backward, not too low or not too high. A gentle slope from the shoulders is usually what's required. The man's right arm position is very, very important, and I feel that I try to make a connection with the lady's upper left arm so that we can balance together and she has a positive and secure feeling with me. My left arm, the elbow is in position almost with the straight line with the shoulder, and the hand feels at a position of 45 degrees, approximately level with the eye. The lady has a feeling of connection with me in her left shoulder blade, with my hand, and also in the upper arm of her left arm. Her left hand is also on top of my right arm. It shouldn't be too far back and shouldn't be too far forward. The movement action, very important, we feel, is the standing leg action, whether moving forward or backward. The knee and the hip, as I move forward, must press forward to create standing leg action and power of movement. From this action would come body swing. As I move backward, the right hip is moving back together with the whole body weight. The knee has a slight feeling of pressing forward for a split second as the weight is moved through the foot. When we move sideways, we try to feel that the moving leg and the moving hip are moving together so that we don't overstride. And the feeling is that we are moving from one leg to the other and not keeping body weight too much in between the feet. An overall general rule for body action combined with leg action would be, as the right foot moves forward, so the left side of the body feels as if it's being danced or stretched at the same time. If the left foot is moving forward, then the right side has this action. If moving backward with the right foot, then the left side would have the same action, and so of course with the left foot, the right side. When we move sideways, then it would be the same side is being used as the moving leg. As you can see, the lady is on the right side of the man's body, and therefore we have the idea that we are each dancing in our own window and not crossing partner's line.
We'd like to show you now 3 popular lines that we use in dancing, namely the same foot lunge, contra check and throwaway oversway. Richard has just spoken about how we stand and how we have our balance together, and when we come to dance things like lines, we mustn't forsake any of these principles to make what we think is good effect. We must still have a balance between us, and the posture must remain the same between us. The contra check is a forward action for man and a backward action for lady, combined with the left turn and the foot going into CB&P, which checks the forward action. And I feel that the basic position together does not change. I follow any lead that Richard gives me, and I try not to extend my head and shoulders too far away from him, so that the vertical balance is always maintained. The throwaway oversway is a left turn. I feel I turn towards the man with my right side rather than extending away or throwing away the left side. So again, the basic principle of vertical balance is maintained.
Let's look now at some of the questions that we're asked on the fall-away slip pivot. It would seem a very difficult step. The first thing to realise here is that the man is turning to the left. So for the first step he must create body turn, and his leg must curve with this body turn to the left. He continues to turn for the second step, and he continues to turn for the third step. Very important. He's making approximately, the modern dancer makes approximately half a turn at this stage. Now we come to the slip pivot. Now it's here that he must be careful not to turn away from lady. And I have the feeling that my right side turns to the lady and in fact gives her the action here.
As Richard has just said, the man does have a left turn in the fall-away, and as lady I feel I turn my right side towards him during the 3 steps of the fall-away. In fact, I feel this on all basic left turns, that when there's a left turn, my right side turns towards the man.
Another common fault that we find is that the lady's foot positions are not always clear. There's a continuous turn to the left for her, and this should position the feet correctly with the body. And a very simple exercise that we show here is a curving 3-step, and this is a very, very similar action for the lady in foot and body action. So it's a good idea as an exercise to dance the curving 3-step as normal, and then to dance it once again, but this time the man dances a fall-away, and you will find how comfortable this can be if the correct body and foot positions are danced.
I would just like to mention one more thing for the lady on the slip pivot. During the turn, I feel I shape my left shoulder backward as my right hip is turning forward.
We hope you've enjoyed this time spent with us, and if you have any comments, questions or requests, please contact us and we'll endeavour to incorporate these in the next Dance Vision video cassette. Goodbye for now.
And happy dancing.